Here we go. Shout out to Sam. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Whoop, whoop. I see the Charlie Chapman there. Okie doke. We're going to get started with this story here about Kamala Harris because I feel like this story is not getting much attention and I do not want it to fly under the radar, like I said. So you need to know what Kamala Harris has been up to. So apparently, Kamala Harris had a trip recently to the Caribbean to attend a conference called CARICOM. Now, she is there in the Caribbean to offer support from the U.S. government in reference to climate change. But that's not the only reason why she was there. That's just part of the story that you are going to hear. And I want to give a shout out here to Dan Cohen for bringing this to my attention. Dan said Kamala Harris is in the Bahamas to press CARICOM to invade Haiti as China and Russia reject U.S. plans at the UN Security Council. This piece right here, to invade Haiti. Because when they talk about this conference with Kamala Harris, that's not the piece that's mentioned. You have to really listen for it. But I'm going to walk you through it tonight. I'm going to walk you through it so you can see what she's really up to, what the U.S. government is really up to there. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to jump into the clip first. This was her meeting here. Vice President Harris co-hosts the U.S. Caribbean leaders meeting in the Bahamas. Now, this is actually on the White House YouTube page. So just FYI. The first part of this conversation, they are talking about the climate change issue in the Caribbean, how the U.S. government is going to help them. They're going to bring in money to make things a little bit better for them. But that's not the part of the conversation that I think you need to hear, because if you look at most of the media outlets, that is the story that you're going to hear. I think you need to hear this part of the conversation, which alludes to the fact that the U.S. government is getting closer to invading Haiti. And I feel like they're trying to use the disguise of we are helping the Caribbean countries, but they're invading Haiti. Listen to this. We have to pay attention to her words.
Security. Too many people in all of our countries are dying.
Let me go back a little bit forward. Go back just a little bit. Right about there. Okay, here we go.
Implementation of these reforms will have a major impact on countries in the Caribbean, and we aim to achieve these key reforms by the G20 meeting this fall. At my invitation, President Bonga will join our meeting today virtually in just a few minutes. On the issue of security, too many people in all of our countries are dying from gun violence. I will reiterate that our administration is committed to disrupt gun trafficking. We are committed to interdict shipments of arms and ammunition and hold traffickers accountable. And today I am pleased to announce that the United States Department of Justice will create a new position, a coordinator for Caribbean firearms prosecutions, which will help maximize information sharing between our countries to support the prosecution of traffickers.
In other words, the U.S. government is going to place people in the Caribbean. Obviously, when she's talking about the gun violence, again, I want to make this very clear to people. She's talking about Haiti. That's really what she's talking about. Because we've talked about before, Dan Cohen has come on and talked about this. I've had other journalists talk about this, like the gangs that are in Haiti. That's what she's referring to. Let's go on.
This effort will be aided by the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, which President Biden signed last year, and includes new federal criminal offenses for firearms trafficking and straw purchases. In addition, through the U.S. law enforcement agencies, we are supporting a recently established Caribbean Crime Gun Intelligence Unit.
There you go. Just like that. Caribbean Crime Gun Intelligence Unit. So they just recently established that. You have to pay attention to the vocabulary. Like on purpose, she's not saying Haiti. But if you've been paying attention to what's happening in we know which country she's referring to.
Trinidad and Tobago.
So they're going to put the units in Trinidad and Tobago. But again, it's to watch Haiti.
To train officials in firearms investigations and help bring criminals to justice. And we will stand up a Haiti transnational criminal investigative unit.
What did I tell you? Now, this is the end of the conversation. This is not the beginning of the conversation. It sounds like it's a good idea. I'll play a little bit of that for you, but it sounds positive in the beginning. And then we get closer towards the end of the speech and you realize what they're really trying to do there. So this is Kamala Harris basically telling you that the US government is trying to find a way to have a foothold in Haiti once again by using these fancy terms. Transnational Criminal Investigative Unit. In other words, they're going to spy on you. This is what they do.
In collaboration with the Haitian National Police to facilitate investigation and prosecution of firearms and human trafficking, which affects the entire region.
Yes. Are there gangs in Haiti? Yes, absolutely. That being said, I believe the US government is using that as an excuse to intervene and have a foothold in Haiti. That is what I believe. Wouldn't be the first time. You have to remember President Woodrow Wilson, he actually sent the US Marines to Haiti to occupy Haiti. Not even just to occupy Haiti, but Woodrow Wilson also, they took control of Haiti's banks. And people wonder why Haiti is broke. People wonder why Haiti is poor. This goes all the way back to Woodrow Wilson. Oh, but by the way, but they'll tell Haitians not to come here, though, after they've destroyed their country.
More broadly on the issue of Haiti. First, I will say that our hearts go out to those who have lost loved ones and all who have been impacted by, just this week alone, the flooding and the earthquake.
It's always the hearts, you know, like their hearts always go out to the people. And
the international community must continue to support the Haitian people in light of the devastating humanitarian and security crisis in that country.
But they don't want you to come here. That's why Biden made sure the Haitian migrants, what did he do? He sent police officers there to turn them right back around. Right back around. They don't want you here, though.
The United States supports the development of a multinational force to Haiti. And today I am pleased to announce $53.7 million in new humanitarian aid for Haiti. In addition, our administration will support the extension of Hope Help trade preferences for Haiti, which are due for renewal in 2025.
Don't be fooled by this money, you guys. Don't be fooled by this. $53.7 million is peanuts compared to what the U.S. government owes Haiti. They just had another earthquake. So let's not sit up here and get excited like, wow, that's a lot of money. No, it's not. They've been giving billions to Ukraine. So that $53.7 million, considering the damage that the U.S. government has done to Haiti over decades, that's nothing. That's nothing. And don't be surprised if the U.S. government has some say-so in how the money can be spent and used. Like, it's just, they're not doing stuff out of the kindness of their heart.
Finally, in response to longstanding requests from our Caribbean partners, I am pleased to announce that the Biden-Harris administration has begun to process to establish an expanded diplomatic presence in the Eastern Caribbean, including 2 new embassies.
What did I tell you? That's right, Wary. It is an insult. You're 100% correct. This piece right here, she waited to almost the end of the conversation to finally explain what they are going to do to Haiti. Listen to this.
From our Caribbean partners, I am pleased to announce that the Biden-Harris administration has begun to process to establish an expanded diplomatic presence in the Eastern Caribbean, including 2 new embassies.
In other words, the U.S. government is continuing to police the world. Is that what people want in Haiti? Is this what they want? Do people in the Caribbean want the U.S. government in their backyard? Is this what they're asking for?
In conclusion, from the climate crisis to development financing to security and Haiti and diplomatic presence, we have achieved substantial progress in the last 2 years based on shared priorities, many of which have been formed and discussed through these convenings that we have had over the last 2 years. We are neighbors in the Western Hemisphere.
Neighbors, but we can't come to your house. We're neighbors in the Western Hemisphere, but you didn't want those neighbors to come here. That's why you sent them back home. Make it make sense.
And the security and prosperity of this region requires the type of collaboration and partnership that we have developed and continued to grow over the last 2 years. It is the full intention of our administration in the United States to continue this good work, knowing, of course, there is more to do, but that progress has been made.
You know, when it comes to the countries where it's Black people or people of color, it's always about we made some type of progress. And they stop right there. $53.7 million is peanuts, considering the damage that's been done to those countries. I want you to sit back and think about something for a second. Our government has given billions and billions of dollars to Ukraine. But when it comes to the Black countries, we give you 53.7 million. I hope people see the problem here. This is a big problem because you have the money. And I know some people say, well, Russia and Ukraine are, they're having a war. So it doesn't matter. The money is there. The money is there. Why don't you give Haiti the money that you stole from them, the resources that you stole from them, to help Haiti get back on its feet and to have a prospering outlook? Why don't you do that? Now, there's an article I want to show you also from the Miami Herald. Listen to this, because this one kind of gives it away a little bit more. Kamala Harris will push for a multinational force in Haiti during visit to the Caribbean. And let me tell you something. It's a reason why they sent her and not Joe Biden. Okay. No. Send the Black Indian woman because they'll be more friendly towards her. Send her, don't send the white guy. Let's be real. Listen to this. The Biden administration has pushed for a multinational force to be deployed to Haiti since October. But the plan has faltered due to lack of any nation, including the United States, willing to step up to lead the force, and has run into opposition at the United Nations Security Council, with Russia and China expressing skepticism over the plan. In Nassau, the vice president will reiterate our administration's support for a multinational force in Haiti. That came from senior administration official. Listen to this part. Any decisions about such a security force would be done in consultation with the Haitian government as well as the UN. Those discussions are still ongoing, the official add. We will remain in coordination with partners on next steps to address urgent security needs. More than 165,000 people are internally displaced in Haiti due to gang violence, the International Organization for Migration said on Thursday. I've interviewed multiple journalists on this show about this particular situation in Haiti. It's not just because of the gang violence. It's also because of poverty. They're rejected everywhere they try to go. They can't go to the Dominican Republic. I told you about a story a couple of months ago where the Dominican Republic was telling the Haitians, even the ones who were born there, to get out. They can't come. They try to come to the United States. They try to migrate to the United States. Everybody else seems to make it over the border wall except for them. When they showed up in large numbers, the Biden administration sent the police at the border and turned them right back around. Can't have all those Haitians coming here. But everybody else seems to make it over the wall. This is something you need to think about. So for me, you need to know that it's not just because of the gang violence, it's also because of the poverty situation, which is partly caused by the US government. And then also partly caused by France. You have to know that Haiti had to pay reparations to France, not the other way around. So they feel so sorry for these people, but they don't want them here. You see what I mean? Kamala Harris says you're our neighbor in the Western Hemisphere, but don't come here. It's a mess. He goes on to say the agency said that severe floods caused by torrential rains are affecting over 46,000 people and displacing another 13,000 others. And that an earthquake that hit the country on June 6th is further compounding the humanitarian crisis. Now, once in this paragraph, do they mention anything about the poverty situation? This is the problem. And when she was there, like I told you at the beginning of the speech, she's talking about, we're going to help these climate changes. Listen to this.
Since we last met, I do believe we have made significant progress. Regarding the existential threat of the climate crisis, Caribbean nations are on the front lines. We have discussed, for example, powerful storms that can wipe out economic progress, low-lying islands that face erosion, flooding, and deadly storm surge from rising seas. These discussions resulted in the launch of our U.S.-Caribbean partnership to address the climate crisis, or as we call it, PAC 2030, last year at the Summit of the Americas. PAC 2030 is designed to help accelerate the Caribbean's transition to clean energy and to promote energy security and climate resilience.
So that's how the conversation started. It sounded like good things. Oh, wow, we're really trying to help them with the climate issue in their countries. But then you get to the root of what they're really trying to do. It's a hot mess. It's a hot mess, you guys. So I hope you guys can see through the BS. They have billions of dollars that they can give the European countries. But when it comes to the black countries like Haiti and those other countries in the Caribbean, you get your 57.3 million. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. It's a hot mess. Oh, and by the way, send the black Indian woman to deliver the message because Joe Biden can barely talk, can barely stand, and he's the white guy. Jesus. Just Z says, come Haiti, don't fall for it. Where he says Kamala's gone all cop Mala again. LB says hands off Haiti. Thank you for the super chat, Eric. Attacking a nation like Haiti who cannot fight you back is a coward move, just like the crap Biden is pulling against Uganda over the anti-LGBTQ laws. Boom. There you go. Robert says world police state. I agree. Thank you for the super chat. Chima, why is it when foreigners come to the US, many of them develop this weird hatred and bloodlust against their own home country? I don't know. I mean, I don't know people who are doing that. But I think you would have to ask them that question. I don't know. I really don't know. Could be propaganda from the United States.